Salute, 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 salute. Um, I was watching this, I watched the fight, and damn, I meant to do my fight prediction for this because I picked Josh Kelly to win, but of course nobody's gonna believe it. Yeah, sure you did, BF. Whatever. But I picked Josh Kelly to win. Um, I told you guys a while back that about what has Backroom really done for Backroom to be what people claim Backroom to be. I think Backroom is a good fighter, yes. But I call him Mick Backrub for a reason. Y'all call him Murtazaliev. Y'all call him all these things. I wish Boots would have fought him. I still say Boots ducked that fight. And maybe not Boots, more so Eddie Hearn. I don't believe Eddie Hearn believed in it, but I guarantee you now, Boots and Josh Kelly will fight for the IBF title. I guarantee you that. So they're both matchroom fighters. But I know y'all gonna say, dude was running. No, dude was boxing. I know y'all not gonna like it. I know, dude was boxing. Dude was boxing. Dude, he was boxing, and it's called hit and not get hit. It is not Josh Kelly's fault, just like it's not any fighter's fault if your opponent can't cut the ring off. That's your problem. That's your problem. I thought Josh Kelly won this fight. I thought he sort of mixed it up a little bit too much. That caused him to get knocked down. Back rub didn't really do much of anything. He got pieced up. His eyes all busted. He was getting countered and touched up left and right. Throwing looping big shots, and Josh was easily countering his shot, easily countered it, easily slipping. He just moved. Like all Back rub had to do was step to the left or step to the right. I don't understand what people be teaching in these boxing. I don't know what people be teaching. I really don't know. I promise you, I have no idea what they be teaching. No clue whatsoever, because if you know that this man is going to move to the left or move to the right, well, then cut the ring off. I told y'all before when this man was fighting, when Back rub was fighting Tim Tszyu, he only got hype and hoopla off of Tim Tszyu. He only got it off of Tim Tszyu. Who'd he beat other than Tim Tszyu? This is what I told you guys a while ago. But of course, nobody cares. Y'all not going to care. No one's going to care anyway. You're not going to care. Oh, no, BF, no, man. Yeah, you didn't say that. I've been told y'all that. Yes, I think Boots Ennis fumbled the bag. He fumbled this. This is the fight. Well, not Boots. Well, yeah, Boots and Eddie. They fumbled the bag. This is the fight they should have fought. They should have fought this fight right here immediately. This is the fight that they should have fought. This man. He was the IBF champion. He should have moved up and fought this guy. But he didn't. He fumbled the bag. That's the reason why the boogeyman talk. That's the reason why everybody's scared of Back rub. That's the reason why all these things come into play. That's why they come into play. Even when my boy YSM was on here and I was telling everybody, bro, what did Back rub really do, bro? What did Back rub really do for everybody to be claiming Back rub is this and Back rub is that? I call the nigga Back rub for a reason. You don't see me calling this man Murtazaliev, and no, I don't call him. I call nigga Back rub. I call that nigga Back rub, dog, for a reason. Straight up for a reason. Y'all put all this emphasis and stuff on this dude. Y'all put on that on it. That dude's name is Back rub. That's been his name, is Back rub. That's been his name. Nothing has never changed. I'm not saying he's not good. I see people saying he's trash. Salute to everybody in the building. I see people saying that he was robbed, and he was not robbed. He was not robbed. And he's not trash. He's not a bum. He's a good fighter, bro. But he needs a stationary target. If you're a stationary target, back rub is going to annihilate you. If you're a stationary target. If you move around, bro, if you are a fighter that moves around, bro, you would feast with back rub. If you are a fighter that moves around, you would feast. If you could do something. Nah. Boots fans don't get to say that was y'all king. Boots fans don't get to say none of that because Boots ducked this nigga. Y'all don't get to say anything. That was y'all king. Food for Boots. Then Boots should have fought him then. Y'all don't get to say nothing because Josh Kelly beat the nigga. I noticed a lot of y'all do that, bro. A lot of y'all wait until somebody loses and then say they're food for somebody else. Y'all don't get to do that, bro. If that was food for Boots, then Boots should have fought him. Boots ducked him. Hollywood. Eddie Hearn and Boots ducked Murtazaliev. Hollywood. Y'all built him up. Then Boots should have tore him down. Hollywood. Boots should have tore him down then. If y'all built him up, then Boots should have tore him down. But yet you guys will come in here and say, oh, that was y'all king, man. Boots would have beat him. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, nothing. He gonna tear Kelly down. Of course he'll fight Kelly. Of course. Why didn't he fight back rub? Yeah, of course he'll fight Kelly. Of course. Yeah, I'll bet bread that Boots will fight Kelly. I'll bet bread on it. Now, why didn't he fight back rub? Yeah, figure that one out. While y'all in here capping. Man, that's food. Boots was us. Food for Boots. And I'm probably one of the only ones that thought Boots would have beat this man. I'm probably one of the only ones. Most people was running through here talking about, oh man, and yada yada yada, yada yada yada. You think I'm gonna waste my time talking to you? I'm not. I will talk to Hollywood though. You can jump into trash, pussy, but I will talk to Hollywood. Bro, I promise you, I'm probably one of the only ones that thought Boots would beat this man. Dead ass serious. I'm literally probably one of the only ones. I'm like, bro, fight this man, dog. Don't forget Liam. Forget these goofy, forget all them dudes. Go get that back room. They're gassing this dude up. It was the perfect fight, bro. That was the perfect fight for Boots. You got a dude who's flat-footed. He needs you to be flat-footed, and then he'll come forward, and you can just pick the dude apart. He was just a straight up 154-pound Karen. Well, actually, Karen is got better footwork than Murtazaliev. Wasn't no bread. I can respect that there wasn't no bread, but it did make Kelly. Well, sure. I'm not. Lima was a waste. I trust me, bro. Trust me when I say Eddie Hearn is a scumbag. Now, Eddie Hearn does some good stuff. He does some good stuff. He's not all the way bad. He does some good stuff. He definitely does some good stuff. But, bro, why is Eddie so worried about the bread if Boots isn't? If Boots wants to fight, then he should give Boots what Boots wants. The bread will come. This is why people are saying Boots ducked Murtazaliev and stuff like that. Like, I just don't understand, even when we're talking about the bread. What's up, Callie? When we're talking about the bread with Josh Taylor, how is there bread with Josh Kelly unless Boots goes to the UK? If Boots goes to the UK to fight Josh Kelly, then yes, there'll be some bread there. But if Boots fights him in America, that's still Josh Kelly, King. There's really no bread right in that. If he goes to the UK, there's bread. For sure, for sure. If Boots goes to the UK, there's going to be some bread for him in the UK. But I need y'all to circle back if they fight in the UK. I mean, if they fight in America. I need y'all to circle back. I need y'all to pull up on me if they fight in America, bro. If they fight in America, I need y'all to pull up on me because there is no bread with Boots and Josh Kelly in America. Zero. Literally zero. There's more money with Boots and Josh Kelly if they fight in the UK, for sure. So I'm gonna need y'all to pull back up on me if this fight happens in America. And they start talking about, oh man, it's a big fight, man. He's fighting for a belt. Now I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that, y'all. I don't want to hear none of that because he could have fought back rub in America for bread. Not a lot of bread, of course, but it would still been for bread. It's not going to be. What do you mean we need that fight in Philly? If you need that fight in Philly, then why don't you just fight back rub in Philly? Man, what you guys is talking about, bro? What do you mean you need it in Philly? Why you need it in Philly? What is you talking about, bro? You bugging. If that's the case, you could have just fought back rub in Philly. Why y'all need Josh Kelly? For God's sakes, Josh Kelly in Philly. No, not you, Hollywood. Not you, Hollywood. Nah, you didn't say that. J-Rock said that. J-Rock 1982 said, nah, we need that fight in Philly. What is you talking about, bro? What the hell is going on? What do you mean you need that fight in Philly? No, you need that fight in the UK. That, bro, do you know what that would do for Boots, bro? That would definitely blow his it would blow his fan base up. Give him a new some people to more fans that look at him in the UK would see him and give him you know what I'm saying? It would give him a more hype and hoopla. Salute to my brother Kenny. What's up, Ken? No, this fight needs to be in the UK, bro. Jerron Boots Ennis needs to go to the UK. The commish. What's up with y'all? Salute to everybody in the building, man. I see y'all. I see the family in the building. Boots needs to go to the UK and annihilate Josh Kelly in the UK. In the UK, bro. Bro, I promise you, if Jerron Boots Ennis fights Josh Kelly in the UK, I mean, in America, I'm cooking him. Yes, a new audience, a new fan base. A new fan base, Big Joe Townsend. If Boots fights Josh Kelly in America, I'm cooking him. I'm telling y'all right now, if Boots fights Josh Kelly in America, he blatantly ducked back rub. Blatantly ducked him because he could have fought back rub in Philly. He could have fought back rub in Philly. All right? He could have fought back rub in Philly. There is no excuse if you're going to fight Josh Kelly in Philly. There is no excuse to not fight back rub in Philly. Back rub was with it. He was with it. I promise you, if Jerron Ennis does not fight Josh Kelly in the UK, if Jerron Ennis fights Josh Kelly in America, I'm cooking him. He blatantly ducked back rub. Blatantly ducked back rub, bro. Blatantly ducked him. Anyways, let me just go over this right quick because I know y'all want to dive right into that. Let me just go over this. The first couple of rounds, I want to say like the first 5-6 rounds, yo, Josh Kelly was schooling back rub. I know y'all say, oh man, nah, man, he was running, man. No, he wasn't running. No, he wasn't running. That is a part of boxing. What Josh Kelly was doing was called lateral movement. That is what Josh Kelly is doing. They teach you lateral movement. Just like if anybody knows anything about boxing, then you know the 4 criteria on how to score boxing. They're yin and yang, right? They're yin and yang. One criteria is punch placement. The opposite of punch placement is defense. That's another criteria. One criteria is ring generalship, putting you where I want to put you. Well, that's ring generalship. The other side of that is ring IQ or effective aggression and ring IQ. Ring IQ is not allowing you to put me where you want to put me. That is ring IQ. I am not allowing you to put me where you want to put me. Not allowing you. Ring IQ. That's ring IQ. I am not allowing you to put me there. I'm not allowing it. Effective aggression is putting you there. I'm putting you there. I know people don't know how to score boxing using the 4 criteria. If I can punch on you, if I can punch placement, that's a scoring criteria. Defense, not allowing you to punch me, is the yin and the yang. Effective aggression, ring generalship are the yin and the yang. Okay. If I am using left and right lateral movement, that's the yin. The yang to that is cutting the ring off. That is the yang. The yin and the yang. If I am using left and right lateral movement and you're calling it running, the way to stop left and right lateral is to cut the ring off. That is the way to stop left and right lateral. That's the way to stop it. Yes, they call it running when black fighters do it. Yes, they call it running. Yes, I get it. Trust me, I understand. And I will say the exact same thing then that I say now. The exact same things. Left and right lateral movement gets stopped by cutting the ring off. Landing punches get stopped by defense. Ring generalship gets stopped by ring IQ. That's how that works. Josh Kelly did exactly what he was supposed to do. You're not supposed to just stand there, like my brother Rich said, just stand there and get punched on by a puncher. That is the stupidest thing that anybody can say to me. That is the dumbest thing that anybody can say to me. What's the threshold to call a person a runner? When you turn your back on someone. If your opponent can see your back when you're moving away, then you're a runner. If your opponent can see your back. If your opponent can see your face the entire time and you're moving to the left and right and they can't do it, that's on them. That is their training. That is not on the opponent. That is on you. If your team did not teach you how to cut the ring off against a dude who is fleet of foot, that's your problem. That's on you, dog. That legitimately is on you. That is not on Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly knows that he was going into the ring with a dude that can punch. So the best thing to do with a dude that can punch is stay out of his punch range. No, I'm going to use my feet, hit you. Bah, 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 bah. I'm getting the fuck up out of there. I'm out. Yeah, I'm moving to the left. Come on over here. Let me catch you again. Bah. I'm out of there. Let me move over here. And move to the right. No, Backram did not get robbed. Backram is one-dimensional. He is a flat-footed fighter that moves forward and needs you to stand there. If you are a flat-footed fighter and stand there with back rub, he's going to do you dirty. If you are a fleet of foot fighter, if you have footwork and you don't have to stand there against this dude, you have a very good chance, or you're going to beat this man. Which is why I wanted Boots to fight this man when he first got to the division. That's why I wanted it. Seriously, that's why I wanted it. Absolutely wanted it. 100%. I did not want Boots to fight Lima Bean. I wanted Boots to fight either the WBA champion or the IBF champion because he had both of those belts and a shot directly at both. The first 4, 5, 6 rounds, Josh Kelly was basically schooling him. Moving to the left, bow, bow, move to the right, bow. He tried to get close. He goes under his arm, clinches him, makes the ref reset. He reset. He dance around, go to the left, dance around, go to the right, make back rub come to him, bing, catch him with a right, step under. He boxed beautifully. He boxed beautifully. He boxed exactly how you're supposed to box against somebody like back rub. Exactly how you're supposed to fight. That is exactly how you're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to fight. Boots KOs Kelly. Sure, he should have KO'd back rib. What's up, Junior? He should have KO'd back rib. You guys ain't telling me nothing special. And no, it was not a robbery. No, it was not. It was not a robbery at all. Kelly beat that man fair and square. He beat him fair and square. He didn't turn his back and run off like other fighters when they fought other fighters. He didn't do any of that. He didn't do any of that. He legitimately boxed this man straight up, face to face. He was better. He was better than back rub. Back rub did not know how to cut the ring off. It was the second half of the fight where where Josh Kelly sort of slowed down a little bit, and back rub figured out Josh Kelly. Because what Josh was doing is he was on the back foot, right? On the back foot, using left and right, letting him come in. Bing, 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 and then slipping under and holding. Bing, getting up out of there, right? That's how he dropped him, because back rub was trying to be aggressive, and Josh Kelly set a trap for him. Josh was moving left and right, right? He set a trap. So when he was moving left and right, he took a step back to move backwards, and back rub tried to rush in, and he caught him. Bing. And when he caught him, that's when he went back. It was more of a push. It was a clean punch, but it was also a push, right? So he caught him, bing, and then pushed him, like followed through with the push. So then, back rub went down. There was no time that back rub was hurt. At no time, right? Kelly got hurt, but back rub was never hurt, right? So when he hit him, bing, right? My Mexican brother, what's up, BVO? When he hit him, bing, right? If you want to know who I have winning, just go to be a member. I already put it up on my members. I'm not putting it out on regular YouTube because y'all really don't care. All y'all care about is if I get it wrong. You don't care if I get it right. You just want to see me get something wrong. So no, I'm not putting it on regular YouTube. If you want to know who I did a breakdown, become a member. It's on there. And my members can go watch it right now. Become a member. You don't care. Yo, Byron, my brother B, People's Champ. The last fight week, I was 100%. How many people was like, damn, BF got every damn pick right? Every damn pick. How many people said that? You, nigga. You, Byron. You're the only one that said that. You. You're the only one. Nobody else said, damn, BF got every pick right. Damn. There was some goofy that came in here was like, man, I bet on your picks. You cost me money. How I cost you money? How did I cost you money if I got every pick right? You dumbass nigga. There was some goofy that said that. They didn't say anything, Byron. It was just you. You're the only one. But I guarantee you, if I would have got something wrong, they would have been all up in here and like, yo, man, you got it wrong. You say you know boxing. You got it wrong. Blah, blah, blah. So then I was just like, okay, don't worry about my picks. Any big fights, they'll be on my members. I'm not putting any big fight breakdowns. They'll all of my members. My members know who I pick. My members. I'm not the smaller fights, the undercards. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. It was not a robbery at all. This man, John Wick, that was not a robbery at all. Josh Kelly beat that man. Yes, boxing can be unpredictable. Yes, it can. It absolutely can be unpredictable, bro. You can look at everything like my picks that I made tonight, bro. I can lose both of those. I could be wrong with both of those picks. Right? I could be wrong with both of those picks. Both of my picks could be blatantly wrong. But I told you guys why. I literally did the breakdown. If you're a member, you see how much work I put into that to break that down on why I pick what I pick. I don't just say it because I don't like somebody or I like them. No, I break it down and I give you exactly why I say what I'm saying. Exactly why. If I'm right, great. If I'm not right, oh well. So what? So what? I don't care, dog. I'm doing this for y'all so y'all can get into my mind. What's up, Trillion? Salute to everybody in the building. Listen, bro, let me get back to this now. It was the second half of the fight where Backrub figured out. He figured out Josh Kelly. What Josh Kelly would do. I'm not saying Josh is Floyd, but if you guys watch Floyd Mayweather will do he always moves to the same side. He'll throw the shot, bing, and then he'll always go down to the right. Just go watch Floyd Mayweather fights. He was extremely good at it, but he would throw a shot, hit you, and he would always dip down to the same side, and then he'd move out. And I always would wonder why nobody would try to time that. Maybe they did, and he was just too good, maybe. But Josh Kelly was doing that, and in the second half of the fight, that is where Backrub figured him out, which is how Backrub was able to catch him, right? He threw a punch where Josh Kelly was going and not at Josh Kelly. And that it caught Josh Kelly on the temple, and then he sort of leaned on Josh and pushed him down, right? He knew where Josh was going. He knew where he was going, right? Because Josh would move to the left, move to the right, bing, 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 then clinch. Move to the left, move to the right, bing, 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 and then clinch. He would move to the left, and his constant movement, Backrub never knew what to do, right? He never knew. If you're moving to the left, then move to the right, just cut the damn ring off. If he's moving to the right, move to the left, cut the ring off. Move to your left, cut the ring off. It's not difficult to do. Force him, you know what I'm saying? Just, keep forcing them to get to the corner. And when you get them to the corner, do your thing. How much do you think Josh being home turf in the UK helped him? None. None. I thought the judges got it 100% correct. None. Of course he would get called a runner. He'd still have a victory, though. I wouldn't call him a runner. They would call him a runner because he's a black fighter, and they only use that terminology for black fighters. So what, Trice? It wouldn't matter if they called him a runner. He would be a champion. He would be the victor. Call him a runner all you want. Just make sure you call him the winner. So what? Does it make y'all feel good if y'all call Josh Kelly a runner? He won. If you run to victory, if that's what y'all want to call it that. Well, what do y'all think that's changing? Well, I don't call them runners unless you turn your back. Yes, I don't think Shakur Stevenson was a runner against De Los Santos until that point where he turned his back. That part right there pissed me off. That pissed me off. That's why I said what I said about him in that fight for that, right? That pissed me off. But other than that, I don't think he was a runner, bro. I think that people just don't know how to cut the ring off. That is not on somebody with good footwork, bro. That is not on someone with good. If you got good, bro, what type of fighting is it that y'all are looking for, bro? Are you guys looking for this man to just stand in the middle of the ring? If that's the case, why are ring sizes ring sizes? If that's the case, just get in the phone booth. You do realize there's phone booth fighting, right? Y'all do realize that, right? There is a thing called phone booth fighting. They get in the phone booth, they close the door. Both fighters put their backs to each other. They close the door, and then they say, fight. And they turn around, and they just start punching the other in the face until somebody drops. They do have that. I just want you to know that is a thing. Phone booth fighting is a thing. Maybe that's what you guys are looking for. Because boxing is the sweet science. It's the sweet science. Hit and don't get hit. Use all of your faculties to not get hit. And that's what Josh Kelly did. He used everything he had to not get hit. Yes, Trice. They use the term runner when they can't cut the ring off. Yes. Yes, every time. They call Floyd a runner because they couldn't cut the ring off. Oh, you ran like a chicken. You ran like a chicken. Yeah, that's what they said about Floyd Mayweather. because they couldn't cut the ring off. Said the thing about Devin Haney because Jose Ramirez couldn't cut the ring off. Said the same thing about Shakur Stevenson because they couldn't cut the ring off. That is not Floyd's fault. That is not Devin's fault. That is not Shakur's fault. That is your fault. Nigga, you can't cut the ring off. That ain't got nothing to do with them. You can't cut it off. That is your deficiency. And Backrub could not cut the ring off. That is his fault. That's your fault, nigga. You couldn't cut the ring off, and Josh Kelly cooked your ass because you couldn't cut the ring off. That's your fault. Maybe you should try to fight flat-foot fighters. You should go back to getting you a Tim Tszyu, a Jack Colquet. Go back to one of them niggas. You go back to them, bro, because niggas that can move, you ain't beating them. You ain't beating them. I'm just saying, you ain't beating them, dog. Maybe Boots will cook both of them, but we got to stop saying Boots will, when Boots could have. Now, Boots was supposed to fight Josh Kelly, but Josh Kelly pulled out of that fight to fight Backrub. Okay? Boots was supposed to fight Josh Kelly, y'all. Josh Kelly pulled out to fight for a title. And they called Josh Kelly a duck. How in the hell did Josh Kelly duck Boots to fight for a belt? That don't even make sense, dog. That don't even make sense at all. That doesn't make sense. Josh Kelly, who could fight for a title, pulled out of a Boots fight, and he ducked Boots. Well, what did Boots bring to the table that Backrub didn't? You guys do realize that Josh Kelly now has more leverage in the fight. You guys do realize that Boots was the A side to Josh Kelly. He still might be the A side, but his A side is not going to get him all the damn bread now. Yeah, his A side status, he might still be the A side to Kelly, right? But his A side status before was going to get him like 70%. Now it'll get him maybe 55. Maybe, if he's the A side. See, Josh Kelly can say, you're fighting me in the UK. I'm the champion. He absolutely could do that. 100%. Absolutely. He can absolutely say, I'm the champion. I'm only giving you 45%. Should be 80-20 in my opinion. That's why your opinion doesn't matter. And that's why right there. So Josh Kelly should give 80%. The champion should give Boots 80%. That sounds like some Shakur Stevenson shit right there. Yes, man, that shit there. What I did in another weight class, that means in this weight class, I get 90%, and you're the champion. I'm glad that, see, if your opinion was used, bro, no fights would get made. No fights would get made, dog. No fights would get made. Boots wouldn't fight anybody if your opinion was the one that people used. I promise you, niggas would be like, man, nah, this nigga bugging. Listen, hey, Boots, man, y'all, you go ahead and sit over there where you want to sit. You'll never be a champion at one. And if you are a champion, then you'll be a champion from fighting some damn bum because it ain't gonna be. I'm giving you 80%. I'm the damn champion. I'm supposed to give you 80%. If you don't knock it off, y'all is bugging. Y'all is straight bugging, dog. If that's the case, Josh Kelly might as well just fight this nigga for free. If that's the case, just fight him for free, bro. Why take any money? Why take a penny, bro? Hey, bro, if you're only giving me 20%, well, hell, we might as just fight for free. Hey, you take 100%. I'm just gonna fight you just for the glory to be in the ring, the greatness to be blessed by your presence in the ring. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin', dog. You wildin'. If I'm Josh Kelly, knowing who Boots is, that Boots is a sort of a star, not a superstar, nothing like that. but he's got star power. If I'm Josh Kelly, bro, I'm like, hey, nah, I need 50%, bro. I'm going for 60. I'm the champion. 60%. And then let's negotiate down to like 50-50 or 55-45 in my favor or something like that. Let's negotiate down to something like that. Because you bugging. Y'all are bugging, dog. You straight bugging. You bugging. Bro, even let's say, because I saw my brother Hollywood say that he signed to fight Boots next, right? Even if he did, man, I'm like, y'all, sue me. I am not fighting this man and giving this man 80%. I'm using the Muhammad Ali Act. This man wants me to, I'm the champion, and you want me to give this man 80%. You're bugging. You're bugging. Now what I'm going to do to you is I want 70%, and you're coming to the UK. Ravens Nation Slewy say, let's see if people call Josh Kelly a runner. They won't. And they shouldn't, because he's not. But they'll call black fighters runners, though. Todd French says, imagine pricing yourself out as the B, C, or D side. Enjoy your moment, 100% cash in, 100, but USA is a different. I understand you. Kelly is beatable, weakest champ. Sure, well then Boots should have fought back rub to start with. You sound like a coward, my nigga. You sound like a scared. I hope Philly ain't like this. I hope you don't speak for Philly, bro. I hope you don't speak for Philly. I hope you don't. Because you sound hella scared, dog. You sound hella scared. I didn't see any of you dudes when back rub was calling Boots out. I don't see, and I don't remember any. I hope this is not the actual J-Rock, the Philly champion. I hope this is not the, bro, I promise you, bro, I hope this man does not speak for Philly, bro. I promise you, I hope you don't. Seriously, if you speak for Philly, this is some scary coward shit, bro. Some scary coward shit, bro. Dead ass serious, some scary ass coward shit. If you speak for Philly, I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm just keeping it a stack. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way, dog. Eddie and Boots made the right move. They made the right move to duck back ram and fight Lima Bean. How was that the right move? Josh Kelly ain't got no motion like that. Bro, back rub had hella motion. They was calling him the boogeyman. Everybody's scared of him. Boots fighting back rub is a bigger fight than Boots fighting Josh Kelly. I hope you don't speak for Philly, bro. Or should I say Bull? I hope the young Bull don't speak for Philly. It is not politics, Butterbean. No, it is not. Back rub was calling to fight Boots. He was calling to fight Boots 100%. And Boots could have fought that man. They picked Lima Bean. Of course, politics do happen, but this was not them. Yes, they happen. They happen all the time, bro, but this was not it. This wasn't it. Back rub sitting here cooking this dude, talk about, man, I might have to move down to 47 to get some work because none of these dudes want to fight me. After he called out Boots. What are we talking about, dog? Where were you guys at when he called Boots out? Where were y'all at, dog? What is going on here? Something ain't right. Something is not right, bro. So y'all just forgot all about that. Why are we talking about Boots rematch? What? Rematch what? Rematch, he will be back. Rematch who, gang? What you talking about, bro? What? Rematch who? Who does Boots need to rematch? Rematch who? Butterbean. Rematch who? What are you talking about, bro? What's this man talking about? Yes, Josh Kelly cooked Backram. And if Josh Kelly didn't get knocked down, that he would have washed him. He would have washed him, bro. They scared. Who's scared? Rematch who? What are you talking about, gang? Rematch Backram and Kelly rematch? Is that what you're saying? Backram and Kelly rematch, gang? Is that what you're saying? Yo, this man is tripping. This man is tripping, dog. This man is tripping, bro. I don't know what gang is talking about. Rematch, they scared. Who rematch who? Who's scared? Kelly and Backrub? Why would Kelly rematch Backrub? Don't you guys want Boots to fight that? How about Boots fight Backrub? Don't y'all want Boots? Don't y'all want Boots to fight Backrub or Boots to fight Kelly? Yo, Philly sounding real scary right now, dog. I don't know what's going on, but Philly is sounding scary. Yo, I don't know what's going on, dog. This ain't the Philly that I know. Yeah, this ain't the Philly I know. There is no rematch clause, bro. There is no rematch clause. This is not the rematch that I know. I mean, not the Philly that I know at all. I'm not sure what's going on with this at all. But it's just sounding hella scary to me, dog. Y'all sounding hella scary to me. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with you guys. My beautiful Queen Godmother is in the building. Thank you so much for the Cash App, beautiful Queen Godmother. Thank you so much. I'm always happy to see you in the building. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? Rematch Kelly and Backram. He doesn't deserve it. Deserve what? So any fighter that loses deserves a rematch? Any fighter that loses deserves a rematch? What are you guys talking about, bro? I don't believe Eddie is going to let Josh Kelly and Boots fight either. Because Eddie wants to milk champions, his champions. Eddie wants to make sure that he maximizes his dollar, which is why he didn't put Boots and Backram in the fight already. He wants to maximize his dollar. And in order to maximize his dollar, what he's going to do is he's going to have this man fight. I'm looking at it from the USA angle. I don't give a fuck where they fight it. I'm not looking at it from no USA angle. I don't give a damn about a USA. Fuck USA. I don't give a damn about that shit, bro. I'm not looking at it from no USA angle. I don't give a fuck about USA. This racist ass country. I don't give a fuck about this racist ass country. I just happen to live here. I don't give a fuck about this. I'm not looking at it from no USA angle. There is no reason for a fucking rematch, gang. None. There is no reason. If Josh Kelly wants to give him a rematch, cool. He cooked him. There is no reason for a rematch. No reason whatsoever at all for a rematch. Zero. None. If Josh wants to give him a rematch, cool. If he don't want to give him a rematch, then tell Bakram to get his wins up and get back in the rankings like Karen did to fight Boots. Go get you some wins and become the mandatory. You had your shot, you lost. We're on to the next. We're on to the next, bro. And that's what it should be. Yes, I will be commenting the T.O. Shakur fight. I absolutely will be calling it, 100%. Yes, I'll start on the prelims for that fight. I'll start calling on the prelims. What I want to, I wish all these fights were on different times and stuff. No reason, okay, ask Bakram that. I'm not asking Bakram shit. I saw him get his ass whooped. I'm not asking him nothing. I could give a damn what he has to say. He lost. I don't care what he says. It is not up to him for a rematch. I don't care what he thinks. It is up to the champion for a rematch. I don't give a damn what he thinks. Ask Bakram. Why? I don't care. I could give a damn what he thinks. William Skull is on right now about to fight some dude for WBO, whatever. I could care less what the guy thinks, bro. He lost. Cool, you see then. No, I don't see then. No, I don't. I do not see what you're talking about. Bakram got cooked. You guys are saying it was close. I did not think it was close at all. I thought he got schooled. Well, the only thing, if you guys want to say anything remotely close was because Bakram got a knockdown. But Josh Kelly got a knockdown. And he cooked him. That fight was not close at all to me. He got cooked. He straight got cooked, bro. That fight was not close. He got washed. Dude couldn't cut the ring off. He had no, he couldn't, all he was doing was walking at him. When you know boxing, then you know Bakram got cooked. When you don't know boxing, you'll say it was a close fight. Wasn't close, bro. Oh, man, he ran. No, we didn't run. He used left and right lateral movement. That's what he did. He used left and right lateral movement, and he outboxed a puncher because that's what you do with a brawler, with a banger. You box a banger, and you bang a boxer. Yeah, well, that's what Josh Kelly did. He outboxed the banger. That's what you're supposed to do with him. Do with no footwork. That's what you do. Xander Zayas versus, I'll give y'all my thoughts on those fights before I wrap this up, because I know everybody else going to be doing their post fights. Because I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to start calling these fights. I might call this one now that I think about it. I hope that, matter of fact, let me see what time Xander Zayas and Abbas come on. What's their, let me see what time they come on. Let me see right quick. Xander and Abbas. Let me see. What time does Xander Zayas Abbas fight come on? Main event ring walks 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make that one, dog. I don't know if I'm going to make that, dog. I don't know if I'll make that. Yes, I know what the scorecards were. I don't give a fuck what they said. I know what I saw. I don't care what the scorecard said. Don't care. Is that clear enough for you, Butterbean? I don't give a damn what they said. I know what I saw. He watched that man. I don't care at all. The prelims for that start in 5 minutes. Well, we're going to see how this one works out then. There's a lot of good-ass fights. Brother, go eat. Explains it all. Nigga, suck my dick. Suck my dick, Butterbean. Explain that, you bitch-ass nigga. Suck my dick, Butterbean. That does explain it all. Explains it all. Suck my dick, you hoe-ass nigga. That explains everything. Are we clear? Did you understand that? Suck my dick. Weird-ass, hoe-ass nigga named Butterbean. Suck my dick, nigga. Hopefully that explained it to you. Hopefully that explained everything. Hopefully we're on the same page now. I saw a weird ass nigga on Drew Titan page this morning, just diabolical, just like the rest of these whole ass niggas be diabolical in these motherfuckers. Straight diabolical. Y'all some fucking weird ass dudes, bro. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, y'all, because I know other people are going to do their post fights, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back in a little bit, and we're gonna get to these prelims. I'm gonna try to have up a few fights at the same time, y'all. I'm gonna try to do this. We're gonna see how this one works. Facts. Facts, tour world. All facts. All facts. All facts, homie. All facts. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Y'all. I'll be right back. We're gonna get ready to call these Shakur undercard and hopefully get the Sabas fight called as well. All right, man. I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Peace.